Hello students, so welcome back to the channel. See, in the previous video we have already studied that glucose is broken down anaerobically in the cytoplasm to form pyruvic acid, and that process is known as glycolysis. And glycolysis, we can say, it is a common step for both aerobic respiration as well as anaerobic respiration. Now, what is the fate of the pyruvic acid? Now we are going to discuss here along with the fermentation topic. In this video, we are going to focus. Now see, pyruvic acid is a key product of glycolysis. So pyruvic acid is the end product, or you can say it is a key product of glycolysis. Clear? The fate of pyruvic acid, it will all depend upon the cell need. Cell need means suppose there are the cells who are working in the anaerobic condition. What they will do with the pyruvic acid, and few cells are working in the aerobic conditions. So depending upon the cell need, the future of the pyruvic acid will be there. So see one thing, pyruvic acid, in case of anaerobic condition, it can go for two types of fermentations, either alcoholic fermentation or it can go for lactic acid fermentation. But in case of aerobic condition, but in case of aerobic condition, it will break down to form carbon dioxide and water by liberating large amount of energy. This is the end product of the aerobic respiration. So in case of anaerobic condition, it can go for the alcoholic or lactic acid fermentation, and in aerobic respiration, it will convert into the carbon dioxide and water. So now let us study fermentation in detail. Now fermentation, it is a type of anaerobic respiration. It is carried out by fungus and bacteria. The fermentation is performed by fungus and bacteria. They will perform this, and conditions is they will perform it in the anaerobic condition. So we can say it is nothing, it's a type of anaerobic respiration performed by microbes. Okay, now let us see alcoholic fermentation. So see, first step is कि pyruvic acid will undergo decarboxylation. So two molecules of pyruvic acid. This is the chemical composition of the pyruvic acid. It will go for decarboxylation to form acetaldehyde. And the enzyme which is used here is pyruvic acid decarboxylase. Pyruvic acid decarboxylase. And the activator for this enzyme is magnesium. Magnesium is an activator for this enzyme. So this is your pyruvic acid. After decarboxylation, it is changing into acetaldehyde. And this carbon dioxide is liberated out. So it is a two-step process. Now in the next step, acetaldehyde is reduced to alcohol by NADH. So this acetaldehyde will take this NADH, will remove the hydrogen from NADH, which is made at the time of the glycolysis, to form ethanol. Sorry, just a sec. to form ethanol plus NAD is released. So this is acetaldehyde and it is forming ethanol. And the enzyme which is used here is alcohol dehydrogenase. Enzyme used here is alcohol dehydrogenase. And the activator for this enzyme is zinc. Zinc is an activator for this enzyme. So I think so one type of fermentation is clear. Alcoholic fermentation, it is a two-step process in which we are making use of two enzymes. Now let us see lactic acid fermentation. Now lactic acid fermentation is carried out by lactic acid bacteria. It is carried out by lactic acid bacteria. So see this equation, CH3COCOH, this is pyruvic acid. It is changing into lactic acid. Sorry, just a sec. CH3CHOH. By taking the hydrogen from the NADH. So this is the pyruvic acid. And pyruvic acid is changing into lactic acid. It's a one-step process. And the enzyme used here is lactic acid dehydrogenase. And its activator is FMN and zinc also. So two types of fermentations are there. One is alcoholic fermentation and one is lactic acid fermentation. Next, for alcoholic fermentation, first of all, see ethyl alcohol which is made by the yeast or by bacteria, it will not stay inside microorganisms, it will be excreted out. The accumulation they can do only up to a limit. After that, it is a problem for them, they cannot accumulate. The yeast and certain bacteria does not accumulate alcohol, does not accumulate alcohol in them. Instead, what they will do, they will excrete it out. And yeast poison themselves to death when the alcohol percentage reach to the 13 percentage. Again, it's very important. Yeast poison themselves to death when the concentration of alcohol reaches 13 percentage, reaches about 13 percentage. Please, it is very important. Yeast poison themselves when the alcohol percentage is 13 percentage. It means maximum percentage of the alcohol coming in the drinks naturally it is 13 percentage. After that, if suppose highest concentration is coming, it is achieved by the process of distillation. Is it clear? Second important fact regarding the lactic acid fermentation, fact about lactic acid fermentation is this: lactic acid fermentation is not only performed by the lactic acid bacteria, it is also performed by our skeletal muscles. The lactic acid fermentation is also performed by our skeletal muscles at the time of vigorous exercise. So during when you are doing very fast exercise, during vigorous exercise, when oxygen is not sufficient, I'm not saying it is absent, okay, I'm saying it is not sufficient, then lactic acid formation occur. And we feel tired because of this only. We feel tired because of the accumulation of the lactic acid. So I hope this topic is clear. What are the few facts for the alcoholic fermentation and few facts for the lactic acid fermentation? Clear? Now let us see what is a special feature for both types of fermentation. The special features for both type of fermentation. Number one, कि less than 7% of the energy is released by this process. Less than 7 percentage. Again, it is very important line of NCRT. Less than 7 percentage of the energy in glucose is released. It means we are not able to extract full energy from the glucose, and we are able to use only 7 percentage, and not, and means secondary step is, and whatever energy is released, we are not able to trap it also, and not all of it is trapped to form ATP. So it is not trapped also to form ATP. Clear? Second is कि both the process are hazardous. Both process are hazardous. Means either they are making alcohol or either they are making acid. Third is कि net gain is only 2 ATP. Net gain is only of 2 ATP. Only net gain is of only 2 ATP. Is it clear? Then reducing agent which we made during glycolysis is again reoxidized. Reducing agent, that is NADH, is again oxidized. Is it clear? It is again reoxidized back. So in this video, I hope so fermentation topic is clear to you. In the next video, we'll be discussing about the aerobic respiration. Thanks for watching.